Welcome back, everyone. This is your host, Ray Hansen, and we're here live at the Orleans Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the inaugural Asian Culture Day Pool Tournament, and we got a fantastic match for you here. This is an unbelievable match, actually. The #1 ranked player in the world right now of the women's players is Siming Chen, and she'll be taking on the player that we've known as the #1 player for many decades, Allison Fisher. Fantastic match here. This is going to be a tight contest. All right, Allison Fisher asking about the markings on the table. We are using the coins on the table. That's for us, as viewers. And then we also have the flip charts, like you see at the top of your screen on the other table, that we'll be using here as well. So Allison, good sportsman, explaining things to Siming Chen. Great. Great sportsmanship there. We'd like to welcome a special guest joining us right now here, the man behind the plan here at the Asian Culture Day Pool Tournament, Kenny Shi. Kenny put all this together and really on short notice, and very impressive. Everything that's come together really nicely. Kenny, welcome.
Thank you, Ray. Glad to be here.
Well, tell us about the tournament here. How did this come together?
Well, last year, ACA, which is the Asian Culture Alliance here in the Las Vegas, Nevada, put a bill through the Senate, passed 100% through the Senate, and was signed off by the governor of Nevada, Brian Sandoval. And now it's now from this day forth, May 18th every year in the state of Nevada will be recognized as the Asian Culture Day holiday.
So it's a new holiday?
Yes, for the state of Nevada. Wow. And it will grow eventually past throughout the whole United States. And this is a big deal because this is the first time that the United States government has legally recognized Asian culture and actually set a day to celebrate it. And right now, all over the world, all of Asia, from India, Saudi Arabia, everywhere, they're looking at this and saying, wow, this is the first time that the United States has legally recognized Asian culture and actually set a day to celebrate it. So this is a very big event here.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we're really honored to be a part of it. Really, it is a fantastic event. Now we don't have huge fields this first year, but putting things together like this on short notice, it's very impressive that we do have the field we have. It's very strong.
Yes, actually, I was brought into the Asian Culture Alliance with the Asian Culture Day here in February, so it was 3 months ago. So I had to scramble just to get this in. Yes.
Well, it's a great match, and Allison Fisher is looking to strike first here. She's got a really nice table. This is the key shot right here, the 3 to the 4 ball.
That's perfect.
Great job, and that's pretty much unlocked the rack.
Yeah, so I could tell you Allison Fisher was one of my all-time favorites. I watched her all the time back in the days, and just recently I started following
Siming Chen?
Excuse me. I started following Siming Chen from Shanghai.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I got a story to tell you about that. Yesterday, I took Siming Chen,
Mm-hmm.
and Efren Reyes out to dim sum, which is lunch for a Chinese nut lunch.
Okay.
And Siming doesn't speak very well English, and Efren doesn't speak very well English. So I had Roland with me, which is a good friend of Efren's friend, and we had to do a 4-way translation from Siming to me to Roland to Efren, back to Roland to me, and like back and forth.
That's funny.
And Siming had questions for Efren, and I'm going to tell you those questions that she asked. She had 2 questions mainly that she asked. One is, how do you practice nowadays to keep your focus?
Mm-hmm.
He said to her, I practice a half an hour, and that's all I need. He goes, at this point now, he goes, I don't need practice. He goes, but a little bit for my stroke. He goes, just to get a feel of the speed. He goes, right now I practice half an hour, maybe 1 hour tops, and no more. And so Efren then asked Siming, how long do you practice every day? 6 to 8 hours every single day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's like a machine.
Yeah.
And then the next one, and we just found out while we were there talking, Siming was staying at the Orleans, and she goes, the other day we haven't started the tournament yet, so this is the first time she's been in Vegas, and she wanted to go check out the Strip. So she walked from, if you guys know where the Orleans is at compared to where the Strip, it's it's not far, but it's not a short walk at all, and it's hot out there, right now,
Right.
in Vegas. And she walked from Orleans to the Bellagio.
Wow.
That's a long ways. And back. In the heat, in the afternoon, from 1 to 4 o'clock, and that's a pretty long. And then you know what Efren said? Efren said, after the walk, you should hit balls. And we asked him why. He goes, because you work on once you're tired, but you work on your concentration. You concentrate more after the walk, after the exercise.
Wow.
So you should practice after you exercise.
There's some good advice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. 'Cause a lot of times the exercising, seems like it gets the muscles out. Out of whack. You want them to relax a little before you.
Yeah, she goes, after you walk or run, do practice. He goes, you'll focus more. And another thing that he told us, which is the complete opposite of all the pros that I've heard before.
Mm-hmm.
He told us that he doesn't learn. You know how people tell you, oh, you got to play better players to get better, to learn things. At his stage now, he says he learns more from the poor players than the good players, because he knows that when you watch the pros, they never make a mistake. I mean, they make mistakes, but they don't hit it badly. They always know exactly what they're trying to do, and he knows all that, placement shots and spins and everything. But when you watch poor players play, they make mistakes to the point where sometimes they hit it in, but the ball goes around. He says he's called the magician because he does these weird different setups than everybody else. Those different setups comes from poor players, and when he sees a shot that's different and the poor player hits, he'll go back and he'll practice that shot, keep practicing that shot until he gets it down.
Wow. Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so that's definitely, by the way, I have a YouTube channel called FaDa Vlogs, FaDa Vlogs. I started it a few months ago, and in the beginning, a year ago, I asked my daughter, what do you want to do for a living? She goes, I want to be a YouTuber. And I'm like, what is that? And she goes, no. So I went and looked it up, and I said, oh, the YouTube, oh, wow, it's not bad. It's free marketing, and it's something for her to do that's fun. I said, okay, let's try it. So I'm helping her out. And we did a few videos. By the way, the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel is family friendly. So we decided to call it FaDa Vlogs, F-A for father, D-A for daughter, FaDa.
Nice.
Vlogs. And then later on we found out Hispanic also means fairy. FaDa means fairy. Who knew? So after So
Right.
me and her did some family videos. Next thing you know, I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to start videoing my pool. I'm in an APA league, and I'm going to start videoing my matches so I can start looking at myself, my mistakes. And next thing so after I started videoing it and I'm just posting it, next thing you know, I'm getting 100 views, 200, 500,000 views, you know, and it keeps going out, and I keep wondering, why are people watching me? I'm not that good, you know.
Maybe the Efren thing.
Well, none of that was there. No, well, yeah, you're right. Because what I found out, the amateurs don't really want to watch the pros. They want to watch others like them. I don't know why, but that's what it is. My YouTube channel has a lot of amateurs and young people that wants to learn, and I do put out a lot of videos, and I ask a lot of the pros that I meet on how to do this, you know, give us some tips, and they do, and people and the kids and the amateurs, they really do appreciate that. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Allison Fisher is trying to get another one down here. She's got an opportunity to go to 2 here, Kenny.
She's just gonna follow that down.
Well, that's great. So will you be loading the matches from this event onto your FaDa vlogs?
Yes, and you know, all these videos that we're having now, especially including this one, will be on FaDa vlogs on my YouTube channel. But I will have a lot more than that. What I do is I do vlogs, video logs. A lot of people, this is my theory on pool right now. I would like to help a pool that's helped me so much in my difficult times. Back in the days, I kind of had a kind of little depression, and whenever I did, I went and shoot pool. Because when I shoot pool, I don't think about anything else. I just concentrate on pool, and it made me. It was great for me, and I love that, you know. And now, when I'm watching this, I want to help push pool out. And right now, when you go on YouTube and all that, when you look at these videos, all you see is the game, a pool. A lot of the younger crowds don't know who these people are that are playing.
Right.
What I would like to do is try to show the personality of the people, the players, because I mean they are just so talented and so skilled, and if you show that, people will then like certain people and they'll start cheering for them and follow them, and that's when they'll start learning in the pool.
Absolutely. And Jeremy Jones and I have talked about that on many occasions, is that, you know, it's so important for these players, you know, to have their voices heard, you know, for them to you know, to speak on videos and let the fans know who they are and know a little bit about them. You know, I encourage them to come by the booth all the time and, you know, just share a little bit about themselves and let the fans hear them, you know, hear them tell a little bit of their story, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
And it really does make making that connection with, you know, with someone as a fan, you know, is, I mean, you're going to want to follow that. They're like a friend now. You want to follow them around and follow every tournament they're playing.
Cheer them on.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. And I will have, besides these matches, I will also have a lot of other vlogs, like personal things. You can see me talking to all the different players separately, you know, getting advice from them. So, nice. Yeah, there'll be a lot of cool things on there. And you'll see me, Efren. I have videos with Efren, you know, going to lunch and going to doing this and that. I'm watching him I don't know if everybody knows this, but about over the past weekend on Saturday, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, I set up a challenge match for Efren each day, playing 3 different games and playing 3 different players. On Saturday.
Here in Las Vegas?
Here in Las Vegas, it was at Griff's.
Okay.
And on Saturday, Efren played Little Mike, which is a well-known, a very popular player, one-pocket player here in the state, in Las Vegas. And they played a race to 5, and it was a kind of a close match. You guys will be able to see that video too, because I recorded it. I just have to go and edit it and put it up. I got a lot of people ask me when I'm going to have those up, but what people don't know is how long it takes to edit videos.
That's right.
You know, so
to make it professional,
exactly,
or more professional at least.
So I will eventually have that up. Nice shot. I'll eventually have that up for everybody, and
Oh, 7-ball almost got her.
Ooh. So you'll see that, and then the next day, Efren played a race to 11 with Mad Max Eberly, and that was a close match. That was a good match as well.
That was a rotation.
They played 8-ball.
8-ball. Okay.
Right.
All right. I was going to say they certainly didn't play one pocket. Surely Max didn't play one pocket.
No, he did not. And then on Monday, the 14th, Efren played Vivian, 9-ball, a race to 11. And then I also have a special exhibition on that because after that one, Siming Chen was there. And so I set up a race to 3 on 10-ball with Siming Chen playing Efren. That was a good one, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like y'all had a lot of fun. I can't wait to see those myself. Yeah. One thing I haven't really mentioned a lot yet, but for all of you watching out there, the table right next to us, we are videotaping that table as well. We're recording that table as well. So we're going to have double the matches for Kenny to load onto the FaDa vlogs. So look for those, and all the matches from the TV arena here and the next table as well.
There's one that's going on, a good one going on right now here with Vivian Villarreal and Jasmine Ocean.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great match too. I tell you what, it was so tough to pick the match out for this women matches. You literally have an all-star ladies field here as well. But I was looking at the board and I had to pick match, and you got to pick the #1 player in the world versus Allison Fisher, right?
Absolutely. That is a great match right here. And I do like to thank Vivian is helping me with this tournament, and the reason that the female side is so stacked with top-ranked female players is because of Vivian making phone calls, and you got everybody here
reaching out,
from Jasmine Ocean to Karen Kaur to Kelly Fisher, Allison Fisher. You got Chen, you got Guy Young Kim. I mean, it's just stacked.
Oh yeah,
it's on the female side.
Crazy talent in this field.
And I am very, very grateful that they came out here to support the first annual Asian Culture Day. And also, we are giving Efren the first Asian Culture Day Lifetime Achievement Award on Saturday.
Is that right?
The final day. So
nice. Well, hopefully that will be out in the area here, and we'll be able to show that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Siming Chen is on the board, 2-1 now, trailing Allison Fisher, and Allison Fisher is breaking rack number 4 coming up. Well, Allison won one of Siming's breaks so far, and that's the difference in the match right there, 2-1.
Yeah. Allison didn't sign up and didn't confirm to come here until about a week ago.
No kidding.
And
wow.
because this week was the week she's supposed to have her son. And so she found a way to come here, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, that's great. All right, rack 4, here we go. Well, very interesting and a lot of great stuff too, Kenny. The FaDa vlogs, check that out on YouTube. That's FaDa VLOGS, FaDa vlogs. Check those out, and also we'll be looking for a second annual announcement at some point as well here in the next few months, hopefully.
Oh, we're going to announce it. We're going to announce it on the last day because we know we're going to do it. It's going to happen.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's great news.
And you give me a little bit more. You give me a year instead of 3 months, I could make it a lot bigger.
That's right. Oh, I'm sure of it. Allison's got a tough opening shot here. This one ball doesn't really go anywhere. She's looking at a back cut, possibly. I think she's looking at the cue ball path. I think she's going to send the cue ball down below this little stack here of the 2, 3, 10, 6. And send the 1 over to the left side.
I think she was looking at the 1 ball to come to the side. Oh, nope, it's going the other way. She decided to change it. I was thinking that she was going to play the 1 ball off the rail to put it back here for safety behind this group.
Yeah,
she's still doing that too.
Yeah, she went the other way, sent the 1 down there.
Good shot.
Yeah, that was great too. So I'm wondering, I always wonder, I've never seen Siming Chen play before. And, you know, number one player, it's my first time to see her play.
Wait, you never saw her on video?
Never saw her anywhere.
Wow.
And, but of course, you know, I'm actually spending a lot of time. Okay, Kenny's going to step away for just a second on some tournament business, but nice hit. It's always exciting to see what you know, what these players can come up with, and you know, new ways of thinking through a rack. She has a very deliberate way of playing, is what I'm seeing so far. All right, Allison's looks like she's got a clear path here to another game on the board. Kenny is back with us. I don't know how long we're going to keep them. They're pulling in every direction. I can see that already.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to step out here. But you know what? It was great joining you, and I'm so happy that Action Pool TV can do this for us, stream this for us. It's just absolutely great.
Well, we're really happy to be here, and thank you for having us out.
No, thank you. And I'd also like to thank Aruz Gaming as one of our sponsors for the pool tournament. Without them, this wouldn't have happened as well.
That's very nice. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by, Kenny. And
thank you very much.
Hey, drop back by anytime.
All right, thank you.
All right, Kenny Shee, the promoter for the event here. Always interesting, very interesting man. We're going to have Mary Kenniston joining us here shortly. Well, Allison doesn't have a whole lot left to do here.
Martin Romero and Spence Ladden, you're up on table number 9, please. Martin Romero and Spence Ladden, you're up on table number 9.
All right, Allison Fisher with this 10 ball will move back into a 2-game lead over the number 1 player in the world, Siming Chen. And as I mentioned earlier, we were going to have special guest Mary Keniston join us, and she is here. Mary Keniston, a two world titles and one national title, and she is, of course, the first lady of pool photos here. Also now, hey, welcome, Mary.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, always a pleasure, Mary. Mary has been putting together some fantastic articles for us. Also, I know we gather a lot of the information, but Mary still makes it all sound good. We really appreciate that, Mary. I know a lot of people enjoy reading those.
It needs to be done. It needs to be done.
Yeah, well, you do it. You do it well.
Well, thank you. Well, this is my first time seeing Siming Chen.
Oh, yeah?
And
I was just saying that earlier, too. Me, too.
Okay. And I've seen her once or twice on the stream for very short periods of time. But I've never seen her play in person. And so I'm pretty excited.
Well, Kenny was just telling us earlier in the last match that she practices 6 to 8 hours a day. Can you imagine?
Well, that's what I used to do.
You used to do that too?
Sure, that's what we all did.
Really?
Hell, yeah. But I think in China it's very different because they are, from what I understand, now I could be wrong here, but from what I understand, they have instructors, and it's more like a school. It's their job. And their job is to play pool. And you are required to put in the time. And for people coming up, I'm sure Siming Chen doesn't have the same situation now that she's proved herself.
Right,
But the ones that are coming up, you have to improve.
Sure.
On their schedule. And if you don't, you're booted out of the program.
You're
and there's
out.
9,000 people behind you looking to take your place.
Yeah, that's right.
So, if that's not an incentive to practice, I don't know what is.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Allison's got herself behind this 5-ball here.
Well, I've seen her kick these balls in before, many, many times.
Yeah.
I think she's
same
going to
here.
go rail first. But the thing is that the 2 down here in front of the 3?
It is the 2. I mean,
Wow.
the 3.
So she's got to, I think she's going to go rail first and spin up table. She's going to hit with speed. Yep, perfect. And get over to that side rail where she can go rail first again.
Yeah, and there's actually quite a bit of room between this 3 and the rail, so she'll be able to get in there no problem.
Yeah, she just has to make sure that making the ball is not a problem. The problem is keeping the 3
Right.
in
Now,
playable position.
I'm actually where I'm sitting. I'm almost looking straight down the shot, and she might even be able to hit the 2 first here and draw out of this. If she can hit this 2 first, she can just draw it right back out of there and play the 3 right there in the same pocket.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to do that. She could. I think she's just going to go rail first and bump the 3 over.
Yeah, that would work too.
But maybe she will draw it out. I don't know. Yeah, see, she tried. That's why I didn't like drawing it out, because you had to hit it clean.
If you don't hit it perfect, you're in big trouble. Well, she's got a tough situation now.
Yeah, she does.
All right, here she goes, and let's see what she's going to do with this. Oh, look at this bridge. This is a London bridge, if you aren't familiar with those. The London Bridge was developed by Jeff Conway, and one thing that this bridge has that a lot don't is it has the ability to bridge straight down the rail, and that's really useful in one pocket. So it's a great bridge for one pocket. So if you one pocket players out there, pick you up a London Bridge from Jeff Conway, and now he's got them in other colors besides pink. You don't. Mary Keniston stepped away for a second, and she's back with us now. Welcome back, Mary.
Thank you.
So, Mary, do you have one of those London bridges?
Yes, I do. Mine is in black. Pink wasn't available when I got mine. But I really like it. I really like it.
Yeah, it's really a good bridge. I mean, just simple and effective.
Yes.
But I like that bridging down the rail is a feature
Yes.
I really like. All right, Siming is going to the air here, jumping over the 8-10 into the 3-ball.
That's in good shape, too.
Yeah, look at that cue ball.
Wow, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it was a great shot. She played that cue ball all
Absolutely.
the way.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
And, I think that's a shot often overlooked is the jump safety. Everybody's jumping to make balls all the time, but jump safety is a strong shot. That's a good shot. And a lot of times the safety will be easier than trying to make the ball.
Yes. Yes. It's just going to be a lot tougher to kick in. Because I think that
6 is kind of in the way.
she can't, and she can't go rail first on this one. She's got to hit it perfectly, which makes the shot a lot harder.
Yeah, she's looking to manufacture an angle to
she
the
may
right.
she may be off the rail a little bit. Can't tell from here.
Man, what a great job just to hit the ball.
Yeah, Allison is a very, very accomplished player, and she's only improved over the years. I was playing on the tour when she first came over. Her first tournament was Charlotte in 1995.
Oh, yeah?
And she didn't win that one, but I could tell she was going to be, it wouldn't be long, let's put it that way. She pocketed extremely well, which, of course, in snooker you have to. And but she pretty much used basic center ball. And anyway, she ended up winning the next tournament.
Right, of course.
Which was like 3 weeks later.
And the list just began
and
there.
Then, yeah, that was the beginning of her career. But my point is that as she went on, I think it was 97 that she went on an exhibition tour with Grady Matthews.
Oh, yeah?
And Grady...
Now that sounds interesting.
It was. In fact, Grady asked me, what I thought, because he didn't know her.
Yeah.
Because in those days, the men and the women had separated. We had our own tours. And I told him, I says, you'll love Allison. She's got a great personality and she's good sense of humor. And, she's fun. She's got a dry sense of humor. And she's smart.
Is that right? Yeah.
And anyway, so he asked her, and so they did. And that period of time is when her position play really skyrocketed, because in addition to doing trick shots and stuff, they would also play, races while they, as part of their exhibition.
Right.
And
well, I tell you what, I'd give anything to have some videos of some of those conversations between those two. But that was a blast.
Yeah. Yeah, I if I didn't have a young child at home, I told Grady, I says, I'm so jealous, I want to go. Because I know him. I love Grady.
Yeah.
Grady was great people. But anyway.
Yeah, he's left a lasting impression on the pool world for sure.
Yes, he has. Meanwhile, back at the match,
Siming Chen looking to go to 2. Still is going to have to get one of the Allison's breaks away from her. So that's just to get back even.
Yeah, that's something that started after I left the tour, was the alternate break.
Oh, yeah.
And
now, as a player, do you? I probably already know the answer to this, but do you
I
prefer
don't
the winter?
like it.
Do you prefer the winter break?
I prefer winter break, and the reason that I do, and everybody says, "Oh yeah, but this is the only sport where you don't get, in golf you get to, if they shoot a hole in one, everybody gets their chance."
Yeah.
But pool is different. Pool is a momentum game, and if you fall behind in winter breaks, you've got a chance to put some games together, put packages together.
That's right.
And I know I was always a slow starter, and I won a lot of matches when I was down 7-2, 8-3, and
get in stroke and go.
Yeah, and put 3s, 4s, and 5s on them. And with the alternate break, if you get behind, you almost have no chance to get back.
Yeah, that's right.
And
it's tougher.
It's tougher because not only do you have to win your game, but you have to hope they screw up, leave you a shot so you can win their game.
Yeah, I'm a proponent of winter breaks format as well. I think it's so much more exciting.
And people like to see packages.
That's right. Packages are what we talk about.
Right.
We're not ever going to talk about, he came back from 8-4 or 8. Well, actually, I do talk about that.
In Seattle, I was playing Robin for the hot seat, and I ran 5 racks and out to win.
Yeah.
And in the finals, I did it to her again.
Right.
And she played great, but the thing is that in alternate break, I don't know if I could have won.
Yeah, you would never got your momentum going.
Right, and people still to this day that were there come up and say, I remember watching you put, back-to-back 5s on Robin to win the tournament.
How about this one? So I fly up to Colorado to do an interview with Danny Medina, and he's telling the story about he's in a tournament down in Florida.
Right. That was his first match.
He said, I'm playing Mary Kinniston, and she breaks and makes the 9 5 times in a row. He said.
No, he did.
Oh yeah.
He did.
Oh.
Against me, he made the 9 3 times and had 2 like 1
that's
9
right,
or 2
that's
9
right,
coming
that's
in.
right. I got it
in
backward.
like 4 minutes. It was 5-0. Half the time before I even got back to my chair, I was having to get up and rack again. But meanwhile, I still got to 4 against him, going to 9. He went on to win the tournament, and I got more games against him than anybody else in the tournament.
That's great.
Yeah, but he did that to me.
That's right, 5 times. And I said, well, were they all going in the same pocket?
No,
I'm thinking they're tracking in the corner
different
pocket or something.
Pocket every time.
That's what he said. He said that too. I said.
People talk about Billy Johnson's break and David Howard's break. Danny Medina had a fantastic break.
Crushing break.
Yes, and even when he didn't make the 9 on the break, he would run out the rack, and everybody talks about how fast Earl shoots. Well, so does Danny. Danny was a
right.
he was a great player. But back to this alternate break, you have to keep the pressure on. If you get the lead, you have to make sure you keep it.
That's right. That's right. That's what Alice is doing right here.
Right, exactly.
Well, she won that she won the first game, and that was key because
and that's another thing.
That was Siming Chen's. That was her break. Right. She broke first.
Yep.
So that set the pace here, and we're still on that same pace.
I remember watching. This was probably 10 years ago. Watching on television. Karen Corr was playing someone, one of the, it might have even been the finals or the semifinals, and Karen was behind, and she managed to get back to 8-8, and now it's the other person's break, and she never got to shoot the other person. I'm sorry.
That's bull.
Yeah, it's just talk about heartbreaking. You claw yourself back into the game, and there's the other person's break.
Oh, I know. It's happened to me.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I had a guy had me down. This was a race to 9 Fast Eddie's tour down in Texas, and he had me down 8-5, alternate the breaks, and I came back and tied it up 8-8, and it was his break. He broke and made the 9 to win it. Can you believe that?
Well, that happens, but I'm not a big fan of alternate break.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And also, you never really get a chance to rest. You win the game. Now it's your break. You got to go down there, rack your own balls, and it's just.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah. Well, Allison has stretched out the lead to 4-1.
Yeah, keeping the heat on Simone.
She's keeping the heat on her. I talked to Allison a little bit before the match, and I knew she was going to play Chen. And I asked her, I said, are you ready? And she looked at me with these steely eyes, and she says, goddamn right, I'm ready.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Rack number 6.
Okay, one in the corner.
6 in the side, and
Okay,
well,
boy, she's got a
little mess.
long, nearly straight
Yeah.
2 in the corner. She might have enough room though to follow it and get back down there.
Please remember we have night.
Yeah, and she's she's straight into it too, and she's got the little cluster in the center of the table there.
Yeah.
We don't know what's
Well,
available there.
I think she can follow it and go between the 10 and the 8 and go back up table. She just has to make sure she does not hit the 8 on the way back. Now she's looking at the cluster in the center to see where she has to be.
You think maybe she's looking at coming between the 10 and 9?
Don't think she has enough angle to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
I think she's going to just follow it.
We see those pop out a lot of times when players try to force that ball like that and go
it's
3 rails.
hard to tell from here, but it's not easy. But
You just have to put a little more power on it. She looks like she's powering up, Mary.
no, maybe she's going to draw it.
Maybe draw across the table and spin
Yeah,
it. Spin
maybe,
it.
maybe. Let's see what kind of a stroke this lady has. It's a tough shot. Oh boy, look at that. Excuse me.
That's a pretty good shot.
And that's why she's the #1 player in the world. What a great shot.
Beautiful shot.
But meanwhile, she's not out of the woods here.
Now, this 4 ball's an issue.
I think. Do you think she might be going 1 rail and going right into him, or 2 rails into him?
Well, she looked
Because
at
I
that.
don't see. I don't think she can get between the 5 and the 7 to pocket it in the right-hand side. She's going high ball. Can't tell whether she's cueing. Okay, yeah, she played to go into him.
And she might
she
have
get
the
there?
edge. She might have the edge. She's got the edge. She got a chance to play
Yeah,
a
I
safety.
don't think she got there. I can tell by her expression.
Yeah, she's not happy.
It was a great shot.
In the background of Vivian Villarreal and Jasmine Ocean in progress right there. Score is currently 6-1. I'm not sure who's leading that match, Mary. Have you caught?
Well, it's quick, so I would have to say it's probably Vivian.
Yeah. Well, they both play.
And looking at Jasmine's face, she doesn't look happy. But then she never does. She always has the stony look.
Okay, there it is. She's played it safe, and did she get there?
I think she left her a keyhole.
Yeah, let's take a look. Sure did. She's got the window right between the 5 and 7.
But she may, that's deceiving. You have to hit it perfect to get between that 5 and 7, because
That's
just
right.
a millimeter off, and you'll brush either one of them.
It's like a 2 3/8 hole there to get through.
Allison doesn't like it.
Well, and then also there's no future in going through there, and if she hits the 4 ball, she's likely going to hit it right into the 10.
She might be just going to roll it right up to the rail down here by the 10 ball. Nope, she hit it firm.
And she was able
She
to.
played it.
Yeah, and she was able to get the cue ball
Did she
off.
call
of.
that pocket?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think she did.
No.
She didn't do it.
Even she didn't think she could make that shot.
Yeah.
Well, I bet next time she plays a shot that's going towards a pocket, I bet she calls the pocket.
Yeah.
With call pocket, you've got to call it no matter what. Even if it looks like there's no chance the ball's going to go, you better call it, because anything can happen.
Yeah.
Ball could go off about 3 balls and still drop in that same pocket, and guess what? It's not your turn because you didn't call it. It's always a good idea to call something.
Okay. That might be the first miss of the game.
Yeah, and couldn't come at a worse time. She's down by 3.
Right. It's just what Allison was looking for. To break Chen's break again.
So, Mary, you ever get the fever to compete anymore?
Not really. No, I really don't. Tournaments are very different. First of all, there's not enough tournaments anymore.
Right, right.
And like I said before, I don't care for the alternate break. And I don't know about this. Oh,
Uh-oh, look at this.
now she was
All right.
reaching. No.
The tides are turning. Well, Siming has to take advantage here. She must take advantage here, and she needs to win another one. She will be breaking if she gets out here, so she'll have a chance to pull within one right here. She can pull this off.
Didn't she break this last game? I thought she did.
She breaks whenever it's even.
Oh,
When the
okay.
score is even.
I guess I thought she did. Oh, she's got to love it. 4-2 is a lot better than 5-1.
Well, as we all know, funny things happen, though. And, just when you think there's no chance of anything going wrong, something does. A skid or, a little positional error, just a little bit on the wrong side where you need to be.
Yeah. I think she's way the favorite to get out here.
Four 4-2 after this 10 ball.
Well, Allison's got to be sick.
Well, Allison is
Yeah, it
coming
is.
to
Yeah,
break.
I thought it was Allison's break.
Okay.
That's because I said that before that Allison had a chance to break her.
Well, I could have swore that
Yeah.
Siming Chen broke first, but maybe not.
Anyway.
That's another thing with alternating breaks we see a lot. It's always confusing as to who's. I mean, there's always almost not every match, but a lot of matches, the players themselves that get confused on whose break it is.
Yeah.
So, but with winner breaks format, there's never a question.
Yeah, and getting back to that, I don't mean to harp on it, but I'm gonna. Anyway,
I was harping a little. I was harping a little too.
Well, the thing is that with winter break, when I win, I want that other person down there racking for me.
Oh, okay, so
And
you
then,
like
the
rack for each other. You
psychological-
like to rack for each other. then.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't like racking for myself, and I don't. I would
Yeah.
love to have been able to rack for myself back in the old days.
Yeah. So
know?
now, what
And,
about with the template racks? It seems like it's even better to have rack for each other.
No.
Because there's
No.
you don't have to worry about
Oh
somebody.
yeah, rack for each other.
Rack-
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, racking for each other is better.
Yeah.
It's even better with
Yeah.
it because you don't have to, you're probably going to get a good rack anyway.
Right. Yeah. And
Let them do
but
the
I want
work.
psychologically,
I
I want I won. So my reward is I get to break, you get to rack,
That's right.
and you can grab you a fistful of rack, and while you're down there, I'm
Yeah.
going to be thinking about how I'm going to win this next one.
That's right. That's right.
And
How's that
conversely,
how's
when
that
I am racking, what I'm doing is I'm down there trying to pump myself up
Yeah.
to get back in the game.
Oh,
That's
no.
the last one you're going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's a huge psychological twist
Yeah.
there. And then also, like I said, you want rest, you want a towel off your cue, you want to take a drink. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well, I mean, if you've done any amount of two-man tournaments, then I would always think of things like little sayings like when somebody has to rack again, like watch out for the splinters down there.
yeah, grab your fistful of rack.
Yeah. Or
But anyway,
yeah,
it's just
how-
very different.
how's the
today.
lower back holding up? Do we need to take a break after the set?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just very different.
I've
today.
obviously been playing with my friend a lot.
Yeah.
We always like to rib each other on that one. All right. Allison has a kick shot. Yeah, we just saw an uncharacteristic miss from Siming Chen there on the one ball. I mean, she had it pretty much just straight into the pocket and missed it. It almost looked like it skidded on her or something weird happened, that she didn't expect even.
Okay. Well, she made a good safety. I don't think she can see it.
Siming may be able to see the edge of this, possibly. All right, Mary and I guess we got to chatting, and they missed a game there. 4-3 is the scores. Allison Fisher with the lead, and that's why we were off on the break. So Siming did break first, and
Yeah, that explains that.
yep.
4-3 Allison.
All right, welcome back, Mary.
Thank you.
All right, yes, it does explain that, doesn't it?
Okay, she's jumping. It's nearly a straight-in shot.
Well, she hit that off the left side.
Yeah, well, the deflection got her.
Yeah, and this is
But she's fortunate.
yeah, pretty good leave.
She got away with it. I was watching on YouTube last week, Allison, a young Allison, running her first,
Well, she's still
First
she's
perfect
still
game.
fairly young.
no, but I mean, I'm talking about when she was in her when she was Chen's age,
Okay, mid-20s.
early 20s, and running her first perfect game.
Wow.
And boy, she played really well.
That's a tough spot here. You know, how about playing the three ball to towards the 9-5 there, and then just draw the cue ball back down the center of the bottom rail.
Yeah, I don't know how fast these tables are. She's in a tough spot. She
Yeah, sure.
definitely wants to hook her.
Sure is. Mary, I'm gonna sneak away for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, looks like I think she's going to send the 3 up table and then back down here, and she's going to go. Oh, okay. Oh, she's just going to do the simple shot. Okay, that's very good. Very nice. It's real hard to tell from here. It always looks different on the table. That wasn't as tough as it looked on the screen. Okay. Successful safety. Now, do you kick one rail and try to pocket the 3, or do you kick 2 rails and try to send the 3 up table? If you kick 2 rails, you have to make sure you don't scratch underneath it into the upper right-hand pocket. Okay, looks like she's going to go 2 rails, kick from behind. Okay, she had no chance of scratching there. I think she got fortunate. I think Allison can see. Well, maybe she can make it. Again, it's hard to tell from here. Allison goes to the side to get her extension. I believe she's playing with her new peach hour cue. Is it peach hour or a pesh hour? Okay, very nice. Okay, good shot on the 4, on the 3. I'm assuming the 5 goes on the side, because she's fairly straight on the 4, so unless her position was off.
That 5 may pass between the 6 and 7. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you there, Mary.
That's okay.
Also for the bottom corner, but maybe not.
Nah, I don't think so. You know what? I think she's got to come up on the other side. Yeah, she's following it inside, I think. To shoot it in the opposite corner. Well, she's going to play for the combination.
Well, I tell you what,
Wow.
that's what I'm thinking too. But if that 5 there's no way it sneaks by that 7, does it?
I don't think so.
Well, she's putting what I call the old squint eye on it. You know, when she gets down with her.
I think she's playing the combination, which I sure wouldn't want to. I don't care how easy they are. I don't like them.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't either.
herself in a good position, though.
Yeah, she forgot to play the cue ball. But she's okay. I mean, she's...
Well, I think she hit it a little thinner than she wanted to. I think she thought they were both going to go towards the rail.
Yeah.
Well, she can either cut this ball in or play a safety. She's looking at where the cue ball is going to head. Okay, she doesn't seem especially concerned, so she should be all right here. One rail across, probably. Oh, very nice. Playing it off the top of the 8. Well, she's still off angle, but she should be able to recover. Yeah.
Well, Allison still in trouble. She may even bank this, Mary.
I think she has to bank it. Yeah. Just concentrate on making the ball because it's a fairly straight in bank. You know, straight bank. Cue ball's not going to travel too far, if at all. There you go. Very nice.
Chen. Good shot. Let's take another look at that. Bank back into the corner pocket and shape on the 9 ball. Here it is. Boom. Good shot from Allison Fisher.
Yeah, very nice. I think she'll just nip this and hold it. There you go. That's how you know you're in stroke, or at least that's how I know I'm in stroke, when I get straight in on my money ball.
Boom, and she's out.
Very nice. Okay, Allison maintaining her lead, 5-3. Okay, and they're taking a bathroom break.
Yep, or a break of some kind for sure.
Yeah.
And we will as well. We're going to be right back, folks, with the conclusion of this final match of the day. Here, Siming Chen and Allison Fisher. Stay with us.
Jean Peregrino and Orlando Gonzaga, you're up on table number 5. Sean Devani and Alicia LaSalle, you're up on table number 2. Chino Reyes and Shane Holmquist, you're up on table number 1. Martin Romero and Spencer Ladden, you're up on table number 9.
Okay, we're back. They're both laughing. Something must have been wrong with the rack. Is she racking for 9-ball, maybe? Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Allison leads 5-3. Chen is breaking. Chen's got a nice break. Okay. Looks like the 2 went in on the break. She had a shot in the side until the 7 and the 6 blocked her, and the 4.
Martin Romero and Spencer Ladden, you're up on table number 10. That's the table change. Martin Romero and Spencer Ladden, you're up on table number 10.
She's going to have to play safe here. I don't think she's going to want to push out. She's looking now to see how she wants to play this. She can cut the 1 to the center of the table, down the center of the table towards the 10, and bring the cue ball to the end rail. Or she can play the kiss, or she can do, I didn't get to it, but she can do what I thought was the best option, was to just thin the ball and come down table with the cue ball.
Well, it certainly
very good shot.
Yeah, it came out good.
Yeah, very good shot. Yeah, she had 3 different options there.
If any of you are just tuning in, I'm your host, Ray Hansen with Pool Action TV, and I'm here with Mary Kenniston, 2-time world champion. Always a pleasure having you with us, Mary.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're also very fortunate to have you putting together all those fantastic stories for the events that we've been covering throughout the year. Mary's also been joining us at Derby City Classic each year. Really,
yeah, it's the highlight of my year. I have a good time there.
It is a one-of-a-kind event for sure. And they've even tried to duplicate it themselves and can't duplicate it. That's how good that event is.
Yeah. Well, I think that they didn't give it enough time with the Southern Classic.
Yeah, perhaps. And it didn't help that Tunica was loaded with mosquitoes, too.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah. And I think that it might have been better in a different part of the country. I think if he did one out west, out here somewhere.
Yeah, it could be.
Because, being in Memphis, he's pretty much drawn from the same area as Louisville does.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's a great shot from Allison, and
Yes, it was.
she's got Siming in a bad spot here now.
I think she's got a kick behind it, unless she can spin around the 5, but being so close to the rail like that, I don't think she can dig down on the ball enough. I think she's got a kick behind it. And this is the last match of the night.
Yeah, 3 matches here on day 1 here, and we'll also get the schedule for tomorrow and let everyone know when that's going to be as well.
I've never been to a tournament that didn't have any evening matches on the first day. It's crazy. Okay, she could see the edge of it. Oh boy, she got really fortunate there. The 6 and the 4. Allison had a straight-in shot until the 6 and the 4 moved into position. Wow. Is she gonna jump it? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like she is. Now the 2 is gone, so our next shot is the 3. It's a very difficult shot when you're out in the middle of the table. Oh, what a great shot. Oh, look at this. She's gonna 2 times. Second time's a charm. She hit it pretty well.
Yes, she did. Let's take another look at it here.
And then the cue ball followed it in. Kept her from, yep, there you go. And now she's lined up on the 310.
That's right, 310.
But I think that's what she was playing for, was the position on the combination, because she knew the cue ball would be coming down here. Balls knows who's winning, like we used to always say.
Right. Well, she takes a nice look. There's a look right over Allison's shoulder there. Right
Yeah, it's laying pretty good. Good shot.
Jammed it.
Good shot. 6-3, Allison.
Allison Fisher showing Siming Chen, the #1 player in the world, who's boss. So it reminds me of that story. Have you ever seen the the documentaries on the Animal Channel? You know, the one about the lion.
I've seen documentaries, but yeah, there's I think the way the male lions,
Well, every once in a while,
the young lions try to horn in on the male lion's territory, and
well, every once in a while that lion has to show him who's boss.
right, who's boss, right. Well, Allison was the #1 player in the world for a lot of years,
That's
and
right.
she knows what it takes to win. She's been there, and she's been.
This is a big match for her too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The thing that Allison brings to the table, in addition to all of her skills, is a great mental attitude. She has one of the best mental attitudes, mental strength that I've ever seen.
So important in pool too.
Yeah, yeah. She's quite the player, both mentally and what she does on the table.
All right, Siming Chen with a shot at the 1 ball, but it doesn't appear to be a pocket
I don't think she
for it.
has a pocket.
It might go on the side. It might go right
Maybe.
back. Yeah, maybe. Let's take a look from that side view to see if it affords any more information, but not
Yeah,
really.
It's close.
Not really.
Yeah. I don't think. I think she's got to play safe. She's going to cut it in that corner. Maybe it can go by the 6, but it doesn't look like it from here. Okay, apparently the 1 ball did clear the 6 into that corner pocket. The 2 has been pocketed, and she's in position to run out the mark. Pretty much straight in here, just hit it with a low ball and stay in the general area. There you go.
Still surprising that that 1 ball went by. Just didn't even look like it.
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell from here.
Yeah, it must have been very close.
Yeah. Now she's just going to, I believe, roll up a little bit for the 5 on the side. No, she's coming back. Or maybe she's just sliding across. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I thought the 5 would go on the side. On the side, 6 in the upper left-hand corner. And she has her choice of pockets with the 7.
Reminds me of when we were out here in Vegas and Billy and Cardone and Dippy Dave were betting on who would make a certain ball on the table.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't start betting on which pocket they were going to put it into, but it was, it was playing one pocket, fortunately.
Yeah. Well, I think she's on the wrong side of the... I think she wanted to be on the other side. Because she's... Now, she may either follow this with inside, or she may come around 2 or 3 rails.
She's kind of a little on the funny side.
Yeah, she's on the wrong side of the ball, I think. Yeah, she's going to force follow it 2 rails out of the corner. There you go, 1, 2, and 3rd rail there. And
it must pass the 9.
apparently it does.
Let's go off the side view here. Look at that. Sure
Yeah,
does.
just barely. But she would have liked to have been... well, she's all right. She can just draw it to the side and out. She's having to work this one.
Yeah, so I was surprised she went that far out. I thought she was going to just draw it over to the side softly, and and then play the 9 in the same pocket.
Yeah. Well, like I say, you can't really tell.
This way, she was able to let her stroke out a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, like you said, Mary, she's having to work for this one a little bit.
Yeah, she had to work for it, and all because she got on the wrong side of the 7. If she, it would have been really simple from there. But she covered, and
So how important is staying on the right side of the ball?
It's all important because sometimes when you get on the wrong side of the ball, you can't escape it. You have no escape. She was fortunate that she could come around the 2 and 3 rails to get on the 8 ball. But
she had to really power it too.
She had to pound it to get there. I think she was almost straight in, and she had to really spin it and coming into the center of the table like she did. If she would have ended up a little bit on the wrong side of that ball, she wouldn't be out.
That's right.
So it's extremely important.
All right. Well, rack number 11 coming up.
Being on the right side of the ball is more important than being close to it. In my opinion. Okay, 6-4. Allison leading. Chen's break. Oh boy, she was spinning right into the side there. The 3 saved her. She didn't hit that one as well as she has been. Allison leaps out of her chair, but she doesn't have a pocket. Now she may bank this 1 rail to the lower left-hand pocket. Cue ball there. Yeah, she's looking at that now. See where she has to, see if it clears the 9, and it should. Let's see if that's what she does. Or she could just play safe also from here. But I like the calling the ball, yeah, in the corner pocket like she did. Yeah, okay, lower left-hand corner, 1 rail. And then just keep the ball there for shape on the 2. There, she went wide on it.
That's going to leave a shot for Chen here.
Yeah, yeah. If she misjudged that one, I think, or maybe I don't know, but she let Chen back. Now, do you spin it and come to the side rail and out, try to get a shot between the 3 and the 7, or do you go up 1 rail?
I go up 1
inside.
rail. I like all the way to the top between the 5 and 4, and then try to come back between the 2 and 5.
Right. Yeah. Oh boy, get that out of the way.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, taking some of that, she said. Oh boy, that was fortunate.
Yeah, I was taking a look at the shot here.
I watched Chris Melling do that a lot in the final match against John Mora.
There's another guy with it out of nowhere.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he shoots with a lot of inside, and I watched him do that over and over and over again. Just hit it with inside and come up the center of the table. Okay. Now she's got to come in short off the end rail here. And come up between the 8 and the 9. I don't think she wants to come to this rail over here. Oops. Oh, she did. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Well, straight in. Just off from being straight. I think on the wrong side, huh? But I think she can. I can't tell where she is. Okay, she's going to draw it straight back, so she must be okay. Oh.
Mary, there is one other match that was beginning today, and have just started on the next table, and that's Taruko Kucheleli. And she is,
I believe.
That sounds right to me. We'll go with that. And she is playing Kelly Fisher on the next table. So when this match completes, we'll pan over to that match. And,
yeah, okay.
let everyone watch the last half of that match as well.
Okay.
We still got to go here, though.
Oh, yeah. This is mid-match.
It's got to stop.
Oh, she corner-hooked herself.
Wow. She is right on the point, Mary.
Yeah. Siegel did that years ago.
Oh, yeah.
In the 79.
79.
1979 was the first big tournament I flew in an airplane to go to. And it was the finals, and it was Mike Siegel playing a very good friend of mine, Warren Costanza, known in the pool world as Monk.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, and the 8-ball, no, it was the 9-ball. And he did this. And he played a great safety and clipped the edge of the ball and left the money ball It was his case ball to win the tournament, and he corner hooked himself.
Was a hell of a hit. Now, she may have left Allison just perfectly on the 6 ball here, which is amazing if that's the case. Let's take a look from that side view. Look at this, Mary.
Yeah, she'll roll up right on the, put her right on the 10.
Yeah, even if this doesn't pass the 10, she's going to, assuming is going to find herself in a bad
Yeah, she seems to
spot.
put her right behind the 10. Well, Eagle clipped the edge of the ball and played a great shot and left the money ball, the 9 ball, on the first diamond on the end rail.
Oh, yeah.
And left Monk down here on the end rail.
On the other end rail?
On the other end rail. And so he had to cut it in. He stood there and he cut it in. Took a while, but he cut it in, and the crowd went crazy. And then he made it on the break to win the tournament, and then he fainted.
This was the Monk? Monk did this?
Yeah.
He fainted.
He fainted. He called the paramedics.
That's funny.
And Siegel was just, and I guarantee you, Siegel still talks about that. Tops his list of nightmares. I guarantee you. And I guarantee you, he still talks about it today.
Right. Well, I was playing Mike Siegel over in Parsippany, New Jersey, at Comet Billiards, and it was my first match. So I draw Mike Siegel, and anyway, first Mike plays a safety, but he leaves the cue ball like 6 inches away from the object ball. Well, in the spot where I needed to jump to there was a ball in the way slightly, so I had to do a little curve jump curve shot.
Right.
So I jumped, curved it, made it, ran out, and so I'm up 1-0, right? So he comes over. The next time he gets to the table, he plays a safety. This time he puts the cue ball right up on the other ball, and he looks over at me and he goes, "Jump that."
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's funny.
That's right.
Anyway, he ended up winning 9-1. But anyway, that's my story.
Of course. Yeah.
I had my win.
There you go. Okay. Well, anyway, it was a successful safety. Chen did hit the ball, but Allison was able to pocket the 6. She's going to have to do something to get on the 9.
All right, well, Allison's straight in on, not straight in.
No,
but
she's on the wrong side of the ball here. She's going to have to hit 1, 2, 3 rails.
That's right. The side pockets are kind of in the way there. Do it natural.
Let's watch this power draw. Oh, you know, it looks so different.
It's easy.
You know, she was almost straight in. Well, excuse us.
Well, you know, even if she did have a little on that, she used extreme outside English and that to hold the cue ball.
To straighten it out, yeah. I didn't think she could hold the ball then.
That with a really good stroke, you can do it.
Yeah, I didn't think she could do that. Well,
she put the finesse on that one, didn't she?
She did. Yeah, I thought she was going to have to
just
3 rails around.
Well, Allison Fisher never fails to amaze. Great player. 7-4.
7-4. She's keeping the heat on, and it's her break.
Hey, if any of you are just tuning in, I'm Ray Hansen. I'm here with Mary Keniston. Not real often we get world champions in the booth with us, Mary. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, back in the day, a lot of players didn't share information. They didn't like to share what the tricks of the trade were. And now, it's a lot. There's a lot more sharing going on because they're seeing, all these Filipino players come over here, and they're all sharing everything. They're all helping each other, and then they go and compete.
Right.
And it's great.
Yeah.
And American players are seeing this now, and we're seeing a lot more American players start to behave in that, in that fashion.
Well, in their defense, in the old days, and I'm talking about the pre-90s, pre mid '80s, when they started having all these tournaments. The guys were having to make their living in action. And they didn't want to show you something that you might be able to use against them later.
Right.
The economics of the game, it was totally different in those days. And
Yeah.
then, like Billy Johnson, he never played in tournaments.
Right, right.
But when the tournaments started
wait
to
a
offer
minute now.
big money
Yeah.
in the mid '80s, is when he told me, he says, "Well,
I'm
it's
in."
time, I'm in," and
Yeah.
he started snapping them off.
Well, on the action side of it, though, even if the more players that know how to play, the more customers you have, that you can play two-man tournaments with. There's not going to be as many people that you can play with if no one knows how to do the
Yeah, well, that's what they call it today. They call them two-man tournaments.
That's what I call them.
I mean, but in the old days, I mean, there was action, and and the thing is it was hard out there. And even though there was plenty of action, it was dog eat dog. And nowadays, there's no action anymore, and there's hardly any tournaments, so you might as well tell each other. It's sad that the United States doesn't have
I don't know,
the
Mary,
level of tournaments anymore.
You know what? I think there might be even more action now.
No.
Yeah, and
No.
and because
No.
because there's a lot more going on.
No.
Wow.
No. No. No.
Okay.
It's. I was lucky I caught the tail end of it. You could walk into any pool room or a bar and get all the action you could have. And today, everybody go, what's your fart go? And they, or if you walk in and they don't know you, they take your picture and put it on AZ Billiards or on Facebook, and anybody know who this is? And I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no action anymore. I mean, down south is probably the last place where there's a little bit of action, but
well, maybe that's what I was thinking about. My area.
Yeah, but
we're stirring it up down there.
Well, you're stirring it up.
We got a big event coming up that will be Buffalo's Pro One Pocket. That'll be coming up
Absolutely
next week.
But the thing is, in the old days, we used to have big events like that every month instead of just once a year, or twice a year. We used to have tours. And unfortunately, in this country...
Well, we're working on it. Right.
Yeah. That's one of the few bar table events.
Which one?
Not a bar table event. Most of the other events are bar table events.
A lot of those, that's for sure.
And in the old days, we had all kinds of big table events and bar table events.
Right.
Now it's gotten to the point where the big table events are very far and few between in this country.
Somebody was sharing a poster, it might have been you, recently, of a big tournament down at South Haven Rec Center. There was 20,000 added in 1989.
Yeah.
So now, fast forward to 2018, and here we are with a 20,000 added event.
And this is one of the biggest events we've had in this country in a long time.
Yeah.
Richie Florence in the early 80s. Earl won $30,000 for first prize and a car.
And
a car.
Right.
And it was on ESPN in 1982 or 3.
Yeah, did he get to keep the car?
Sure, he kept it. He didn't have a car.
Well, Siming Chen has a chance here to pull within 2 if she can get out here, but she's in the...
And the women, too. The women, used to have a dozen tournaments of their own a year, WPBA Classic Tour events, in addition to the U.S. Open and the McDermott Masters and the World Championships, and
Right. Well, I think pool is finding it again with the with the internet and smartphones and things are different. I mean, things are just different.
They're very different.
And so as soon as we find our way in pool, again, I think we're going to be seeing bigger and bigger things.
I hope so, because it'd be to think that I wasted my whole life and to watch it just dwindle to nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
well, that's not going to happen. We're not going to let it. Kelly Fisher in the background there, and a nice shot from Siming.
But you know, people like Kelly Fisher and Allison Fisher, they all moved here because we had tournament time.
Right.
And now everything's in Asia.
Well, it's still more tournaments here. We still have a lot of them coming here to play in all of our events. Quite a few. They do have a few big ones in China.
She overhit that.
Yeah, she's just really impressive, though.
She is. She plays very good. I like her game. She plays good shape and knows how to use English. She does everything well, and that's why she's the #1 player in the world.
Uh-oh, we jinxed her.
Yeah, well,
It's a tough shot.
it was a tough shot. Having to shoot tough shots over and over and over again to catch up with you.
Yep, that's right.
And plus, you know, she's behind. You know, she's been playing catch up this whole.
Well, Allison Fisher's just 2 away from the finish line.
Yeah, she gets out here, it'll put her on the hill.
And I'd like her to get out. Snuck that in off the point.
Yeah.
Well, Allison Fisher going to the hill.
I wonder if we could get Allison up here to just talk a little bit. I'd like to ask her how she likes her new cue.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. Maybe you guys can talk about the Taruko and Kelly Fisher match, too.
Maybe. I don't know. That'd be up to Allison.
All right, Allison Fisher on the hill, 8-4. All right, we're back. Siming Chen breaking rack number 13. Here we
Yeah, she's not. She lost her cue ball on that one.
Yeah, she did. She dropped a 4 in the side pocket, though, and she's got a combo if she wants to fire at this.
Yeah. When you're behind, nothing's easy. The benefit of shooting the combo, this particular one, is that if she makes it, she should have a shot on the one. The one in the cue ball will hit the end rail and come up off the rail into the middle of the table there. Oh boy, she hit it too good.
Yep. She hit it so good it was bad.
Yeah, she.
Oh, she
Oh,
hit
look
that
at
one
that.
good.
Look at that. She called it, too. Oh, what a great shot. But meanwhile, now what?
Well, she looks like she might be able to see the. It's not the 2 ball on the bottom rail. There,
No,
is it?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe it is a 2. Oh, yeah, it is a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, she hit the combo
Yeah,
on the
so
5.
she's gonna-
one,
yeah,
fi-
that's
one
right.
5, then the
Right.
1. Now got a shot.
Yeah, she does have a shot.
And she's got a chance to set up for a 3-10 combo here, too,
310,
Mary.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a hell of a reward for kicking that 1 ball in.
Oh, how good was that shot?
Yeah. It's one of the things that Efren did really well and got people when he came over here, was kicking balls in the pocket and or kicking safe, hitting portions of the ball, whereas, you know, up until that point, most of us were just playing to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, moves to 5, 8-5 now. Allison Fisher will be trying to close out.
yeah, she's looking to put her away. She knows that she can't give her any air.
She could easily be coming back to the table doing this same thing here at 8-7 if she doesn't close out here. Alrighty, here we go.
You know, the last time I watching Taruko play Laurie John,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, is that a winter side match against Kelly Fisher?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Well, Allison is pocketing the ball. She got the 4 ball down.
Okay. The 2 is,
Okay, it was not the 4 ball that went down.
no, I don't know what it was. It's the 5 ball. 5's gone.
2 is in a tough spot.
2's in a bad spot. She's looking at it to see if she could just go up 1 rail and shoot the 2 into this lower right-hand corner. Or I would try to follow it with inside and come up underneath the 9 and shoot the 2 in the bottom left corner. But I don't know. Yeah, that's what she's looking at.
Well, she's got that shot from the center of the table as well.
Yeah, it was a lot harder from the center of the table.
But easier to get out, get in that spot.
But the position to get on the 3 is harder. Whereas if she can go 2 rails and come over to this side of the table,
Better for sure on the position.
she can get out. But if she can't get there,
Well, here we go. Let's see,
yeah,
let's see
we'll
what she's.
find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she tried to do. Oh, and she got there. I think
The
she got there. I
50-yard
think she
line.
got there.
Now,
Oh, boy.
just
Boy,
shy.
another half an inch or so.
Yeah.
Maybe another inch.
Cue here. Now
Yeah,
she's
that's
just,
true. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, she's just
Yeah.
jumping over the edge of the 7 ball,
Yeah.
but she's got to land to get up and down quickly.
Yeah,
That's the tricky part here.
yeah. Well, she hit it. She's going to get away with it.
Yep.
Balls knows who's winning. But Chen's got to be happy she's getting to the table. There's another inch. And Allison, I believe. And that was the game-winning shot.
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Just a half a revolution more.
Yeah.
So close.
We were talking last night about how old Chen is, and she's 24. She's been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking at least 5-6 years that I know of.
Yeah, I had seen someone
in championship form.
Someone had posted that she was like a teenager still.
Yeah, I looked it up on Google. She's 24.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying to myself when I read that, it didn't sound right. It didn't sound right.
Yeah, she was a teenager when she first won her championships. So I remember watching her in the Queen's Cup for Asia.
Oh, yeah?
And Charlie Williams put on that Queen's Cup a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was the East versus the West. And so it was Kelly Fisher and Allison, and I think Jasmine, and I think Vivian.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and then Chen was on the Asian team with Rubel and Amit. And that was the first time I saw her play, and I was pretty impressed. And there was another girl, too. I can't remember her name. Another Chinese girl. Boy, this is a tough out. The balls just are not playing friendly. I think she's going to try to draw it back. Wow. She's still not out of the woods, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm wondering what her plan is with the 6 ball here now.
Well, I think she has to go to the side rail and come back over and shoot the 6 into this lower right-hand pocket.
That's about all there is.
Yeah, because I don't think the 6 passes the 10.
She's gonna have to really pound this too to get it all that distance.
Yeah, she's
winding up.
Yeah, she's gonna power it to the side rail and back. She wants to come back to about where she is. Oh well. Let's go.
Nah, I think we're going to see a safety. Yeah, we're going to see a safety here. Let's take a look from that side view.
Yeah, it doesn't go.
Yeah. And no billiard either. She might have had a billiard if a little bit if she'd rolled a little bit further.
Well, maybe that's what she was playing for. Well, she's just a freezer on the 10. Allison does this real well. Yeah, there you go. Well, still good. Chen's got to be happy to get to the table. She kicks real well. Let's see if she can kick this in. I know she's playing for it. Didn't hit it deep enough, but she got away with it.
Good hit.
And she apologized.
No apology needed.
Well, it's that's what they do now.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but that's what you hope for.
I always like to just walk away from the table and act like I meant to shoot that.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, Allison, with a kick shot here.
I think the score is tied over there. I don't know what. Well, no, that's the 9. Never mind. I was trying to see what the score was. Well, she left a shot.
Looks like Siming will live to see another rack.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a tough shot, but if she makes it, she should be out. Okay, I like she hits the balls with authority. You know, she doesn't let anything. She doesn't bunt anything.
Yeah, she likes to
Yeah, I like that.
pound it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought for sure, you know, she was just going to play that ball and, you know, smooth it in,
Right.
and went all the way across
Yeah.
and back.
Yeah, I like that. Very nice.
All right, this 10 ball to get
Yeah.
to 6, and it'll be her break, so she'll have to go to 7.
All right, good job.
And while she's racking, we'll take a peek in over at Kelly Fisher on the next table. This is Kelly shooting at the 1 ball. What a
Okay.
great shot that was.
Yes, it was.
Nice shot from Kelly Fisher. And we'll take another look at
Kelly's always tough.
that. There's a kick shot from Kelly Fisher. This is on the next table.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. And we're still for the rack on the feature table.
Oh, and then she shot that one. That's terrible. That was very uncharacteristic.
All right, we're going to move back to the feature match. Siming Chen set to break rack number 15. Trailing by 2,
Let's
8
see
to
if
6.
she her break. She's lost it the last few games. I think it's because she's hitting it a little bit harder than she normally does. Okay, 1 in the corner. 2 in this corner down here. Uh-oh, 310? Or is that the 2-5 up there? No, that's this 5-6, right?
Yeah, 310.
Yeah, she's got the 310.
Dressed up.
Oh, boy. Now, do you play this real first, or do you play it straight in?
I like
I
playing
think-
it. I like rail first myself.
I think the way it's laying, I would play it real
This is
first.
kind of safer, you know, if it bobbles out or hangs up or
Let's
something.
see what she does. No, she shot it straight in.
Yeah.
Must have been laying.
Yeah.
laying.
Still came off to the bottom rail
Yeah.
nicely for
Yeah.
safety
Yeah.
purposes. And
Well, she's got to like that. Allison's feeling the heat now.
yeah,
Breathing down her neck.
8-7.
Yep.
Well, now, hey, now if Allison doesn't close here, how exciting is that last rack going to
And
be?
Allison knows she had to get out last game, and she didn't. She had to get on the hill. I mean,
Yeah.
to close it out.
Yeah, it'll be hill
Yep.
if that happened. Just got an update from the next match. On the match on the next table, it's Kelly Fisher's leading Taruko
3-1.
3-1. Yeah. Allison Fisher breaking rack 16 after a quick one there with a 3-10 combination from Siming Chen.
Can they see in here in the booth? Through the glass?
All right, Siming Chen here with a shot on the 1 ball. Well, Siming tried to get behind this little wall of balls down here, but she's left Allison a full view of the 1 ball.
Yeah, but
I think Siming's gonna find herself down there where she was trying to put Allison. I think she's gonna trim off the right side of this 1 ball, come
along
3 rails down.
Yeah, down by the chalk. No, she played the opposite. Tried to put the 1 down here. Oh boy. look how the worm has turned now.
That is unbelievable, really.
The worm has turned.
I mean, all those balls, and she catches the little window.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Merritt, we might have a hill match here.
Yeah, the 1 to the 2 was the key. Because if she got good on this 2, because the 3 is the problem. But with the 5 hanging.
Yeah,
she needs to make the 2. And after that, she's home free.
Well, yeah, it's going to depend on also where is that 3 ball going to bounce to? Is it going to stay right there? Or, that 5's
that's why she had to get good on the 2 to be able to control the 3.
Yeah, the 5's hanging enough that she will be able just to, softly roll the 3. That 3 could end up on top of the point.
Yeah.
I mean, funny things can happen here. All right, she hit that one great, and
yeah, see, she doesn't like it.
Here we go. She called the 5.
She's got him. Yeah, way too far. Yeah, see? Now
it's getting interesting.
Well, that's because yeah.
It's all about where.
It's all about where she got on the 2. If she got on the 2 good, she could get on the 3 good. But she didn't get on the 2 good, and now she's got problems.
Well, she's calling it there.
Yeah, she's going to just spray into those balls. And
she got to come up with something.
Well, I mean, maybe she can underneath the 10, cut it thin, and get it underneath the 10 and come out from under it without disturbing them. Yeah,
wow.
Okay, she did.
Wow.
Oh, but yeah, see? Yep.
Well, now this is where playing 1 pocket helps you out a lot here, because you just cross-bank this right on into the pocket there.
Just bank this one. Yeah,
just slide it right on over into the pocket.
Yeah, it's a tough shot.
It's easy.
Yeah, sure it is.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Now she got a sticker right behind the ball.
Oh, yeah, she can see it full.
She's got a sticker there.
Yeah.
Oh, and she let her out.
Oh, well. I thought Allison might catch the small window this time.
Yeah.
But no such luck.
But it's a lot easier kick. She let her out. She could have stuck her right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Allison's got to be happy.
She's going for the short cue, and she's going to go for the hit on the 4 ball. She's calling it right there in the corner. So she's going to jump over the full 10 ball and part of the 8 ball, maybe.
Yeah, and even if she makes it, she's going to have to contend with the 6.
Well, and no good. Siming Chen has a chance now to tie it up at hill.
Yeah. But, you know, getting on the 6, you know, you got no pocket for the 6. Well, she wants to play the 6-9 combination. Boy, it's always tough, you know, when you get down to the end, when you're behind. So you can try to snatch it out of there. Oh, what happened?
Little stop shot. Well. And she can just go to the end rail and play back down for the center of the table here.
Yeah.
Maybe a little inside, maybe. She might not even need that. It's always hard. It's hard to tell the angle. On the screen, it looks a lot easier, but you look at the table. This looks a lot.
Actually, it looks a lot easier on the table than it does on the screen to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from here. Yeah. But she still has to get out from behind that 8.
She's drawing this. I don't
Yeah,
like
she's
this.
going to draw it to the side rail and out.
Yeah.
She got there.
Whew.
Yeah. Because otherwise, she didn't have enough angle to. She really would have to pound it to.
Yeah, on screen.
Pound spin it.
To me, on screen, it looked like there was plenty of angle to do that. But
Yeah. No. She was too straight. So now she's good. Pocket this ball and just stop it, and she'll be all right. I think she's out. Just draw it back a little bit for the 9 in the side. And slide over and draw it back a little bit.
And boom, we're going hill.
Looks like a hill match. Poor Allison's going to be sick if she doesn't win this match.
That'll be Siming's break as well.
Yep. Well, I got to tell you something. This girl's mentally tough, too.
All right, we got action. Hill.
Wow.
Final rack, Mare. Who do you like?
Well, I got to like the breaker.
That's right.
You got to like the breaker. I mean, if I had a gun to my head, I'd have to take the breaker.
Siming Chen. It's going to come down to this break.
Even though it's 10 ball, you know, with the women, the break isn't as big a as with the men. But what heart this girl has shown. That's why she's the #1 player in the world right now, I guess.
That's right. Ice in her veins.
Yeah.
Well, all eyes are on this match right now, folks. And we've got Kelly Fisher playing on the next table. Everyone is watching this hill game here. Siming Chen, 8-8, rack 17. Here we go.
Okay, 6 on the side, 3 in the corner. Oh boy.
Well,
No shot on the 1 though.
no.
Got a bank.
Yeah, she might have a bank on the side. If she
But the
wants
4-9 is laying funny.
Yeah, I don't think she's going for it. I think we're going to see a push out here. Or a safety.
No.
So what do you like here, Mare?
Well,
It's a little tricky being close to the rail with the cue ball.
yeah. I think she's going to bank the 1 ball to the middle of the lower rail and leave the 1 down by the 2. Okay, she went the other way
The cue ball.
with the cue ball by the 2.
This is good too.
That's good too, yeah. It was an either or, you know. But basically you still have to come into the middle diamond over here with either ball.
Well, Allison may go for the short cue here, but she's got a pretty basic 2-rail kick on this as well.
Yeah. And she really took care of her by putting her right on the rail, too. She can do she's only got like a quarter ball. I'm looking at it at the actual table.
So she can see a quarter of the one
She
ball?
can see, no, a quarter of the 10 ball is blocking her.
Ah.
She can see it. She can see at least half of the one, so she might even massé
Well,
and pocket the ball and come up back here for the 10. No, she's kicking.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to say she's going to have if she hits it a little off even, she could scratch right off the one ball.
Well, that's always the risk when you.
Okay, really good.
Boy.
This is jam up right there. That's good stuff right there. Wow.
Yeah, that was fortunate.
It was, but it was still.
Yeah, that was fortunate. Now the 4-9 is laying where the 9 is makeable.
Yeah, makeable, but it's not a hanger.
No, it's not a hanger, but before it wasn't makeable at all. She was very fortunate to not only hide her hooker.
Well, if Allison draws ball in hand here, it's going to be huge. This is it's very important to at least hit this one ball.
Yeah. Chen knows it. She's got to make a good game. I don't think she'll be jumping this one. Yeah, I don't know who the girl in the middle is.
We're looking at Guy Young Kim over here on the sweating the match here on the side with some friends. And big shot right here. Huge.
Oh, boy. She was trying to cut it in the side.
So close to hitting that, but Allison Fisher with ball in hand now. Now it's going to come down to this 4-9 combination.
Now, do you...
Ball in hand, where do you go here, Mary?
Well, I think she's going to... yeah, I think what I was going to suggest was, as a possibility, ball in the pocket, the left side pocket, the right side pocket, and with the cue, clip that 9.
Yes, I like that. That's exactly.
And that's what she's looking at now. Or she could, just come down here to the end of the table and play the 2 ball.
The 4 plays in the side pocket. The 4 will go in the side. So it's very close, and that's what Allison was looking at just now.
Yeah.
She's going back to peeling the 9 off.
I think she's going to try to peel the 9 off. Just nudge it to the rail a little bit.
Oh, she did more than nudge it.
Sure did.
Effective though. It worked.
Okay, yeah. She didn't get it out of there, so she's got to shoot it either in the 4, either in the side or up the corner. Whereas if she got it out of there, she could go up one rail to the center of the table and shoot the 4 down here. But I would be pretty surprised if she didn't get out here. Okay, so just low ball, 1 rail, shoot the 4 in the side. This is the, she hit it too hard.
Oh yeah, it went off on her. She sure didn't want to have to shoot this combo.
Wow. See, I thought she would put a little bit of spin on it to cut the speed down. I used to call it twirling it in. You hold the cue ball down there. She's in trouble now. I'm assuming she's playing safe. Yeah, okay.
Well, Siming will have no trouble hitting this 4-ball, but what happens after that?
I always forget about the jump cues.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised she's jumping this, Mary. To be honest, it's an easy kick shot. She can definitely kick it to it. Put a little draw on it and kick it off that side rail. Maybe it's out a little too far, possibly, but it just seems like the jump shot seems tough.
It depends on how good she is with the jump cue.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, because she's definitely going to go over to the opposite side of the table where the 5 is. Game-winning shot here. She can pull it off. Oh boy, look at this. Look at this.
Watch the cue.
Wow.
Wow. You're not going to give Allison Fisher ball in hand twice.
No, I think she's on 2.
Twice in a rack and still win.
Are they playing 3 fouls here? I believe that Chen is on 2 now.
Yes, 3-foul rule is in effect, but Allison Fisher won't be going for that. She'll just be going for...
Well, of course she is, but if she gets in trouble again, she can go for the 3 fouls. But I don't think she'll get in trouble now.
Yeah, pretty wide open.
They're all wide open. She just has to make sure she gets on the 5 good to get to this. Okay, she can play the 8 in the opposite side then? Or is she going to come around, fool with the 9 and shoot the 8 in this corner? Yeah. I think she's going to roll.
That's right.
Roll down to play the 8.
If we don't know anything else about Allison, we know she likes to keep it simple.
Yeah, well, that's the goal. Okay, she's good. Yeah, if the 9 wasn't there, she might shoot the 8 in this corner, but she should be out. Nice big bounce. Come back to the center of the table. Out a little straighter than she would like. She's got to make sure she doesn't leave herself on the rail.
It's a little off, but...
Yeah. Well, she's a slow player. She's just a slow roll on these balls. She does it real well.
Well, this 10 ball to win the match. He gets it. Allison Fisher.
Wow, what a match.
Whew. Sure was. Move forward on the winner's side. Siming Chen still alive on the scenic route. And Mary, it was a pleasure. Thanks for being here with us. We're gonna get this switched over to the Kelly Fisher and Taruko Kuchelele match, and see if Allison Fisher with us. All right, thanks for being here, Mary.
Okay, I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Be right back, folks.